What if I told you that the date on your birth certificate is lying to you? Most of us believe that aging is a one-way street, a slow, inevitable decline that we simply have to accept. But modern science is starting to prove us wrong. There is a profound difference between how many years you have lived and how old your cells actually are. This is the difference between your chronological age and your biological age. Welcome to PureSpan. Today, we are diving deep into the revolution of longevity science. We aren't just talking about living longer, we're talking about staying younger for longer. In this first part of our series, we will uncover how you can measure your internal clock and, more importantly, how you can start to turn it back. Chronological age is a fixed number. It's the number of times you've traveled around the sun. But biological age, often referred to as your phenotypic age, is the dynamic measurement of your physiological health. It's a reflection of your DNA methylation, your telomere length, and your systemic inflammation levels. Imagine two 50-year-old individuals. One has the cellular health of a 35-year-old with vibrant energy and sharp cognition. The other has the internal markers of a 65-year-old struggling with metabolic dysfunction and fatigue. On paper, they are the same. Biologically, they are worlds apart. Scientists like Dr. David Sinclair and Dr. Steve Horvath have pioneered what we call epigenetic clocks. These tests show that our lifestyle, our diet, and our environment acts as switches on our genes. While you cannot change the genetic code you were born with, you have immense power over how those genes are expressed. This is the field of epigenetics, the steering wheel of your longevity. The reason this matters right now is that for the first time in human history, aging is being classified by many researchers not as a natural phase of life, but as a condition that can be managed. We now understand the hallmarks of aging, from mitochondrial dysfunction to cellular senescence. By targeting these hallmarks, we can theoretically slow down or even reverse the damage. Think of your body as a high-performance vehicle. If you never change the oil, use low-quality fuel, and keep the engine redlining, it will age prematurely. But with the right maintenance, that same engine can run like new for decades. Throughout this video, we're going to provide you with the manual for that maintenance. We're going to explore the 5 specific protocols that have been scientifically shown to lower your biological age and revitalize your cells from the inside out. Are you ready to reclaim your vitality? If you want to reverse your biological age, you must learn how to activate your body's internal recycling program. This process is called autophagy, derived from the Greek words auto, meaning self, and phagy, meaning to eat. Autophagy literally translates to self-eating. While that might sound alarming, it is actually one of the most vital survival mechanisms we possess. Think of your cells as a busy kitchen. Over time, broken equipment, expired ingredients, and wastes start to pile up. If you never stop to clean, the kitchen becomes dysfunctional and toxic. Autophagy is your cellular janitorial crew. It identifies old, dysfunctional proteins and damaged mitochondria, breaks them down and recycles them into brand new, healthy cellular components. The problem? Most modern humans never give their bodies the chance to start this process. The primary trigger for autophagy is nutrient scarcity. Specifically, when we stop consuming calories, our insulin levels drop and a nutrient-sensing protein called mTOR is deactivated. This sends a signal to your body to switch from growth mode to repair mode. When mTOR is quiet, another protein called AMPK takes the lead, acting as a master switch for energy metabolism and cellular cleanup. This is where intermittent fasting becomes your most powerful longevity tool. By extending the window between your last meal of the day and your first meal of the next, you create a physiological environment that demands cellular efficiency. Research suggests that significant autophagy begins after 16 to 24 hours of fasting. However, even shorter windows, like the 16 to 8 protocol, provide immense benefits for metabolic health and insulin sensitivity, two of the most critical markers for a low biological age. It's crucial to understand that we aren't talking about fasting for weight loss. We are talking about fasting for genetic expression. During a fasted state, your body also increases the production of human growth hormone HGH and strengthens the resistance of your cells to oxidative stress. You're essentially putting your cells through a boot camp that makes them more resilient. But how do you start without crashing? For many, the 14-10 method, fasting for 14 hours and eating within a 10-hour window, is the perfect entry point, as your body becomes metabolically flexible, meaning it can easily switch between burning sugar and burning fat for fuel. You can gradually extend that window. Remember, longevity is not about deprivation. It is about strategic timing. By giving your digestive system a break, you are giving your longevity genes the green light to start the repair work that keeps you young. If fasting is the cleanup phase for your body, then the food you eat is the construction material for your future self. Every single bite you take is either turning on longevity genes or accelerating the aging process. To live to 100 and beyond, we must shift our perspective. Food is not just calories, it is information. It tells your cells how to behave. When we look at the blue zones, regions like Okinawa, Japan, and Sardinia, Italy, where people consistently live past 100, we see a striking pattern. They don't count calories, but they do avoid one thing that is destroying modern health: chronic inflammation. Inflammation is often called inflamm-aging because it is the common denominator in almost every age-related disease, from Alzheimer's to heart disease. And the biggest driver of this fire? Processed sugars and refined carbohydrates. When you consume high amounts of sugar, your body undergoes a process called glycation. This is where sugar molecules attach to your proteins and fats, creating harmful molecules known as advanced glycation. End products, aptly shortened to AGEs. These AGEs make your tissues stiff, your skin wrinkled, and your arteries inelastic. To reverse your biological age, you must minimize these molecular wrecks. On the flip side, the longevity diet is built on sirtuin-activating foods, or SIRT foods. Sirtuins are a family of proteins that act as cellular guardians, repairing DNA and protecting cells from age-related decline. Foods rich in polyphenols like extra virgin olive oil, dark leafy greens, walnuts, and blueberries are essentially fuel for these guardians. They provide the antioxidants necessary to neutralize free radicals, the unstable atoms that damage your cells through oxidative stress. So, what does a longevity plate look like? It's predominantly plant-based, but not necessarily vegan. It prioritizes healthy fats, especially omega-3 fatty acids found in wild-caught fish or flax seeds, which are crucial for brain health and keeping your cell membranes fluid. It also includes high-quality fiber to feed your gut microbiome. We are now learning that a diverse gut city, or microbiome, is directly linked to your immune system's age. The rule is simple: eat foods that look like they did when they were in the ground or on a tree. Avoid anything that comes in a box with a long list of unpronounceable ingredients. By choosing nutrient-dense, anti-inflammatory foods, you aren't just eating for today's energy. You are investing in the cellular integrity of the person you will be in 20, 30, or 50 years. Your fork is the most powerful tool you have to change your genetic destiny. Imagine you have a high-tech factory that runs T24 if you never shut down the machines to perform maintenance and clean the floors. The system will eventually overheat and fail. For the human body, sleep is that maintenance window. For decades, we viewed sleep as a passive state of doing nothing. We were wrong. Sleep is an incredibly active period of biological restoration. In fact, while you are in deep sleep, your brain initiates a process that is nothing short of a miracle. The glymphatic system. This is essentially your brain's waste management system. During the night, the space between your brain cells increases, allowing cerebrospinal fluid to wash away metabolic waste, including beta amyloid, the protein fragment linked to Alzheimer's disease. If you're cutting your sleep short, you are effectively leaving your brain to sit in its own metabolic trash. This doesn't just make you tired, it accelerates the aging of your nervous system. To reverse your biological age, it's not just about the quantity of sleep. It's about the architecture of it. Deep sleep, also known as slow wave sleep, is when your body releases the majority of its human growth hormone. This is the peak time for muscle repair, tissue growth, and immune system strengthening. Then there is REM sleep, which is critical for cognitive health and emotional regulation. Research shows that even one night of poor sleep can increase your cellular inflammatory markers. Chronic sleep deprivation leads to shortened telomeres, the protective caps on the ends of your chromosomes. When your telomeres get too short, the cell can no longer divide and become senescent, or a zombie cell. By optimizing your sleep, you are directly protecting your DNA and ensuring that your cells remain youthful and functional for years longer than average. So, how do we optimize this biological reset? It begins with aligning your life with your circadian rhythm, our internal 24-hour clock. This clock is primarily governed by light. To unlock deep, regenerative sleep, you must manage your exposure to blue light from screens in the evening, which suppresses melatonin, the hormone of darkness and repair. Your bedroom should be a longevity sanctuary, cool, dark, and quiet. Even a 1-degree drop in core body temperature can help trigger the transition into deep sleep. Think of sleep as the most powerful, free, and non-negotiable supplement in your longevity toolkit. You cannot out-eat or out-exercise a bad night's sleep. If you want to stay young, you must respect the dark. Quality sleep is the foundation upon which all other biohacks are built. Throughout this video, we've talked about cleaning and fueling your body, but there is one final essential ingredient to reversing your biological age: stress. Not the chronic, soul-crushing stress of a hectic job, but what scientists call hormesis. Hormesis is the biological phenomenon where a brief, controlled dose of stress triggers a massive protective response in your cells. It's the idea that what doesn't kill you truly does make your cells stronger. When you expose your body to extreme cold, like a cold plunge or a 30-second freezing shower, you aren't just shivering, you are activating cold shock proteins and brown adipose tissue. These proteins act as molecular chaperones, repairing misfolded proteins and protecting your brain from neurodegeneration. Similarly, when you sit in a sauna, you trigger heat shock proteins, which prevent protein aggregation, a major driver of aging. These are ancient survival mechanisms that we've lost in our modern, temperature-controlled lives. To stay young, we must occasionally step out of our comfort zone. The same principle applies to exercise. But for longevity, we focus on two specific types: Zone 2, cardio and high-intensity interval training, HIIT. Zone 2, think of a brisk walk where you can still hold a conversation, improves your mitochondrial efficiency, literally making your cellular power plants more robust. HIIT, on the other hand, stresses the system just enough to stimulate the production of new mitochondria. Strength training is equally vital. After the age of 30, we begin to lose 3 to 8% of our muscle mass per decade. This loss, known as sarcopenia, is a major predictor of all-cause mortality. By lifting weights and maintaining muscle mass, you are creating a metabolic sink for glucose, protecting yourself from insulin resistance and frailty. Your muscles are not just for aesthetics. They are an endocrine organ that communicates with your entire body, telling it to stay vital and resilient. We have covered a lot today, from the cellular cleanup of autophagy and the anti-inflammatory power of the longevity diet to the regenerative magic of sleep and the strengthening fire of hormesis. Reversing your biological age isn't about finding a single magic pill. It is about the synergy of these daily protocols. It's about taking control of your biology and deciding that you won't just accept decline as an inevitability. The journey to 100 and beyond starts with the small decisions you make today. Which of these 5 habits will you start tomorrow? Let us know in the comments below. We read every single one. If you found value in this deep dive into longevity science, hit the like button and subscribe to PureSpan. We're building a community of people dedicated to unlocking their full biological potential, and we want you to be a part of it. Thank you for watching, and remember, your health span is in your hands. Stay vital, Stay curious, and we will see you in the next video.